Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve their dreams effortlessly while others struggle? It's not about luck or talent, it's about consistency. Yes, the key ingredient to success, often overlooked, is as simple as being consistent. In the grand scheme of life, it's not always the ones with the most resources or the most talent that succeed, but rather those who persistently work towards their goals, day in and day out. They may not make great strides in a single day, but over time these small, consistent efforts compound into something truly remarkable. We're here today to delve into this idea, to unwrap the power of consistency and how it shapes our lives. We'll explore stories, real-life examples, and even a bit of science to understand why consistency is so crucial in our pursuit of success. The journey to success is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's about being consistent. You've probably heard the story of the tortoise and the hare, but have you ever really thought about its message? So let's take a moment and revisit this timeless tale. In a lush green forest there lived a tortoise known for his slow but steady pace, and a hare, famous for his speed and agility. One day, the boastful hare, full of self-assuredness, challenged the tortoise to a race. As the race began, the hare sprinted ahead, leaving the tortoise far behind. He was so confident of his victory that he decided to take a nap midway. Meanwhile, the tortoise, undeterred by the hare's speed, continued plodding along at his own pace. He didn't rush, he didn't pause, he just kept moving forward, one step at a time. While the hare slept, dreaming of his imminent triumph, the tortoise, with his unwavering persistence, passed him. By the time the hare woke up, he saw the tortoise nearing the finish line. Despite his frantic sprint to catch up, it was too late. The tortoise, with his consistent pace, had won the race. Now you might be thinking, it's a children's fable, what's the big deal? But the story of the tortoise and the hare isn't just about a race, it's a metaphor for life. It beautifully illustrates how consistency trumps speed or talent. The hare was undoubtedly faster and more skilled, but his overconfidence led him to underestimate the power of consistency. He thought he could take shortcuts, rest on his laurels, and still win. But that's not how life works. On the other hand, the tortoise, despite being slower, won because he was consistent. He didn't let the hare's speed intimidate him. He didn't stop or get distracted. He just kept going, step by step. Remember, in life, you don't have to be the fastest or the most talented. You don't have to win every single day. What matters is that you keep moving forward, steadily and consistently. That you stay committed to your path, no matter how slow your progress might seem. In the race of life, it's not about how fast you start, but how consistent you remain. Let's look at some real-life examples of people who achieved great things through consistency. First off, we have the inspiring story of J.K. Rowling, the renowned author of the Harry Potter series. Before her big break, she faced numerous rejections and hardships. But with consistent effort and unwavering belief in her story, she eventually found success. It wasn't an overnight phenomenon, but a journey marked with determination and perseverance. Then there's the tale of Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Despite being cut from his high school basketball team, he didn't let this setback discourage him. Instead, he practiced consistently, honing his skills until he became an undeniable force in the sport. His success wasn't a one-time lucky shot, but a result of years of constant practice and dedication. Let's also not forget about Thomas Edison, the inventor of the practical electric light bulb, among other things. He once said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This statement highlights his consistent approach to experimentation and learning from failures. His inventions were not the result of a sudden stroke of genius, but of continuous trials and errors. Now consider the story of Oprah Winfrey, who rose from a difficult childhood to become a media mogul. Despite numerous challenges and setbacks, she remained consistent in her pursuit of success. Her journey was not an easy one, but her consistent efforts and dedication led her to become one of the most influential women in the world. These stories are not just about success, they're about the consistent effort it takes to achieve that success. Rowling didn't stop writing after numerous rejections, Jordan didn't quit playing basketball after being cut from the team, Edison didn't stop experimenting after countless failures, and Oprah didn't give up on her dreams despite numerous hurdles. As you can see, consistency is the common thread in all these success stories. So, what does science say about consistency? Well, it turns out that consistency isn't just a concept or a motivational mantra, it's a tangible, provable phenomenon that occurs in our brain. Let's dive into the fascinating world of neuroscience to understand why consistency is a powerful tool for success. When we repeat an action or a thought, we are essentially training our brain. Our brain is made up of neurons which communicate with each other through connections called synapses. When we repeat an action, these synapses fire in a particular pattern, creating a neural pathway. The more we use this pathway, the stronger it becomes. This is the basis of habit formation. Habits are nothing but strong neural pathways that have been reinforced through repetition. Once a habit is formed, it requires less mental effort to perform. It's like a path in a forest. The more we walk on it, the clearer and easier it becomes to follow. This is why consistency is key in habit formation. Habits, once formed, can be powerful drivers of behavior and can lead to significant changes in our lives. But consistency doesn't just impact our habits. It also has significant psychological benefits. Consistency creates a sense of security and comfort. It reduces anxiety and stress. When we're consistent, we know what to expect. This predictability can be comforting and can help us manage the uncertainties of life. Moreover, consistency can help us build self-discipline. Each time we stick to our routines or goals, we're proving to ourselves that we can rely on our own willpower and dedication. This builds self-confidence and strengthens our belief in our own abilities. So, there you have it. The science of consistency is a fascinating blend of neuroscience and psychology. It's not just about grit or determination, it's about understanding how our brain works and leveraging that knowledge to create lasting change. Consistency isn't just a good idea, it's scientifically proven to work. So, how can you develop consistency in your own life? Well, let me share a few practical tips and advice that can guide you on this journey. First and foremost, set realistic goals. Now, this doesn't mean you should aim low and settle for mediocrity. No, not at all. It means setting goals that are challenging yet achievable. It's about understanding your limits and pushing them, but not so far that you set yourself up for failure. When you set a goal that is within your reach and you achieve it, it fuels your motivation and makes you more likely to stick with your plan. Next, create routines. This is the secret sauce of consistency. Routines are like a roadmap to your goals. They guide you on what you need to do every day to reach your goals. But remember, your routines should align with your goals. If your goal is to run a marathon, for example, your routine should include regular running and exercise. Now here's a tip that's often overlooked. Celebrate small victories. Yes, it's the big wins that get all the attention, but it's the small victories that keep you going. So, if you've managed to stick to your routine for a week, give yourself a pat on the back. If you've achieved a mini goal on your way to your larger goal, celebrate it. These small victories will keep you motivated and make the journey more enjoyable. Here's another powerful tip. Use a habit tracker. It's a great tool to help you stay on track. It provides a visual representation of your progress and can be a powerful motivator to keep going. Finally, be patient. Consistency is not something that can be achieved overnight. It's a gradual process that requires time, effort, and patience. So, don't be discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Keep going, keep pushing, and eventually, you'll see the fruits of your consistency. Remember, the key to consistency is to start small and keep going. So, are you ready to start your journey to consistency? We've taken a deep dive into the power of consistency, from the timeless tale of the tortoise and the hare, to real-life examples that highlight the impact of steady progress over time. We've also explored the science that underpins consistency and the ways you can cultivate this crucial habit. Remember, consistency isn't about being perfect, it's about showing up, day in and day out, even when things get tough. It's about taking small, manageable steps towards your goals, rather than trying to leap to the finish line in one bound. It's about recognizing that progress, no matter how slow, is still progress. So, as we wrap up, I urge you to embrace the power of consistency. Let it become your secret weapon in achieving your dreams. Remember, it's the small, consistent steps that lead to big changes. Stay consistent, stay committed, and you will achieve your goals.